The purpose of this warm-up quiz is to get students working as soon as the tardy bell sounds. It also provides students with practice on previous math topics. This timer will count down for them to begin the quiz in class. The warm-up quiz answers are coming up next after all students have picked up their paper at my desk, where I have photographed each one. Answers for the warm-up: 34, 47, 35, 16, 766. 5 points each. The bonus is -1, -15, 1, 9, -27, and the lottery is 3, 2, 10, 7, 5. The following are the solutions to the previous school day's homework. Students will get 100 points if they show all work for all problems. Students will get extra points for any correct answers they obtain. All student work is photographed before they check their own paper. Number 1 should be 4.5 or -10.5. Number 2 is 0.9 or -2.9. 3 is no solution. 4 is 4 or -3. 5 is -2 or 1. 6 is -4 or -5. 7 is -2 or -3. 8 is no solution. 9 is 0.9 or -1.5. 10 is 8 or 4. The following are extra credit answers for the assignment that was given as extra credit with the previous homework assignment. The extra credit answers: number 1 is 1 or 0.3. 2 is 0.6 or -0.9. 3 is 7 or -1. 4 is 2.7 or -2.2. 5 is -1 or 6. And the YouTube bonus is -5 or -7. The objective today is to solve a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. The following is an example problem. This problem is -3x squared plus 4x minus 9 equals 0. What is the first thing that I should do on this problem, Darnell? What is the first thing I should do on this problem, Hughes? What's the first thing I should do, Sprague? Yeah, -4, we can do that. Plus or minus what? And all of that is over what? Yeah, it would be 2 times -3, which will eventually be -6. Yeah, she's right. So that's the whole first step. Now I have a -4 that's going to stay the same, plus or minus. What is 4 squared? Salyers.
16.
16. So we have 16 What will the sign be here? Will it be plus or minus? That goes to Johnson. It will be minus, that's right, because we have 1, 2, 3 of these signs, an odd number, so it's minus. What number goes here in this spot? That goes to McDane. 108, yes. And on the bottom we already said it's -6. What is the solution to this problem, Ruark? Of -92? Well, she is right. I mean, that is what we're supposed to do, -4 plus or minus the square root of -92 over -6, so we'll give her the point for that. But my question will still be the same. What is the solution for this equation, Holiday? There is no solution, that is right. Why is there no solution, Sprague? 92 is not a perfect square. That's a true statement, but not the answer to the question. Why is this problem no solution, Salyers? Why is this problem no solution, McDane? Yes. If you have a negative number under the square root sign as your final sum or difference under the square root sign, then the answer is going to be no solution. The following is a practice problem. This problem is 4x squared plus 11x plus 7 equals 0. Your first move on this is -11 plus or minus the square root of 11 squared minus 4 times 7. All of that is going to be over 2 times 4. Now to start simplifying, -11 plus or minus the square root of 112. And 112, you're going to subtract from that the same as 16 times 7, which is 112. Or 121. We're taking 121 minus 112. And under the square root sign, that simplifies to a 9, which is really neat, because now we will have -11 plus or minus 3 over 8. And we must do -11 plus 3 over 8, -11 minus 3 over 8. So this is a -8 over 8, and on the right side a -14 over 8. So you'll have -1 or -1.8 when you round to the 10th place. This is a bonus problem for students who have completed their practice problem and still have time to do other work. How many solutions does this equation have? The answer is this one has no solutions. This is a bonus problem for students that are finished with their practice problem and have time to do extra work. How many solutions does this equation have? The answer is this one has 2 solutions. The following is a practice problem. All students will be given enough time to complete their answer and bring it to the table. This problem is 2x squared plus 12x plus 5 equals 0. You're going to have -12 plus or minus the square root of 12 squared minus 4 times 2 times 5. All of that's going to be over 2 times 2. So now it's going to be negative 12 plus or minus the square root of 144 minus 40 over 4. And then under the square root sign, we're going to end up with a 104, which is not a perfect square. So that means we need to do negative 12 plus the square root of 104 over 4 and negative 12 minus the square root of 104 over 4. In your calculator, you should do it like this. Negative 12 plus the square root of 104 and hit equals. Then hit division by 4 and come up with a negative 0.5 rounded to the tenths place. Then do negative 12 minus the square root of 104, hit equals, and then divide by 4 to get a negative 5.5 rounded to the tenths place. The following is a bonus problem for those who have completed the practice problem. How many solutions does this equation have? Answer to this bonus is 2. The following is a practice problem. All students will be given enough time to complete their answer and bring it to my table. This problem is x squared plus 15x plus 14 equals 0. For the problem, we have a negative 15 plus or minus the square root of 15 squared minus 4 times 1 times 14. All of this is over 2 times 1. Negative 15 plus or minus the square root of 225 minus 56, and then over 2. We have to simplify the 225 minus 56. So when we get to that point, we're going to have a 169, which works out really neat because that is a perfect square. The square root of 169 is 13. So now we have to do negative 15 plus 13 over 2, negative 15 minus 13 over 2. That's a negative 2 over 2 and a negative 28 over 2, which will give you answers of negative 1 or negative 14. The purpose of the end of class quiz is to measure how well students learned the basic concepts of today's lesson. There are bonus problems for faster students and lottery options for all students. Back to it. There's Salyers up and around, as always. The end of class quiz answers are coming up next after all students have collected their paper from the table where I have photographed each one. Answers to the end of class quiz are 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Those are 5 points each. The bonus is -2, -12, 1, 2, and 2. The lottery is 1, 3, 4, 8, 2. The following homework assignment is due on the next school day. Students must show all work to get full credit, which is 100 points. Extra points are given for correct answers. Show all of your work on the homework. This will be posted on the website if you don't want to take a picture now. The following is an extra credit assignment. It is optional. Students wishing to earn extra points can try the assignment. They will get points based on correct answers.
Good enough. Sure, I'll figure it out.
Congratulations, you have found the YouTube bonus, which is worth 20 points. Try the problem, show all work, do it on a separate sheet of paper. It will be asked for when we bring up the homework and the other extra credit. Thank you for watching this video from my classroom. Homework assignments can also be obtained at my website, which is www.skinnermoney.com.